Good evening, and welcome to Good Society, a manner of speaking upon the finest of channels, GeekSpaceTV. My name is Random Tuesday, and I am your facilitator for this evening's performance of A Manner of Speaking, a Good Society role-playing game, which if you have not already, I thoroughly recommend you check out upon the Kickstarter, a location in which you can pledge and gain access to your very own set of rules with which to play this delightful RPG or role-play game. With a brief reintroduction of our characters, I think we shall jump straight in after a few announcements. We have some announcements for you this evening. It starts to hurt after a while because I have to force my mouth into a very specific shape to do that voice. Hi, guys, you're watching GeekSpaceTV. We are a nonprofit streaming studio based in the Seattle area focused on diversity, inclusion, and inclusion within gaming spaces. Thank you for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you for watching. If you are able to do so, we are $90 away from our goal, so if you can help contribute in any way financially to that goal, that certainly helps keep the lights running, helps us pay the performers, and pay Anna and all of the wonderful people involved with this production. Also, we have our official name back for our YouTube channel, sort of. We are /GeekSpaceTV1 because Google.
Because we're number one.
On because YouTube. We're number one. Number one. Yeah. So you can check out previous episodes of RPGs like Leviathan Distant Stars and High School Royale, as well as episode 1 of A Good Society, A Manner of Speaking, a Good Society RPG. So if you're a little bit confused about what's going on, I recommend you go over there. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, we have a Patreon as well. So if you would like to and are able to do so, support over on Patreon, as a small regular monthly amount is a donation that is truly and graciously accepted, and will be accepted with the most happiest of manners. Something like that. So there is also some polls going up in chat about the reputation of various characters, about the previous scene, whose reputation increased the most and whose reputation decreased the most. So be certain to vote in those shortly. I think we have results for them that we can utilize, but let's reintroduce our characters while the last votes come in. I am your GM. I will be playing Lady Charlotte Spencer.
The Dowager.
She is a countess, thank you very much. Who are you?
I'm Andy, and I play Isaac Croft, a used-to-be military person that fixes people.
A doctor?
A medic, doctor, same thing, but now I'm a cook.
I'm playing Charity / Jasper. She is trying to masquerade as her twin brother to protect her family's reputation, as her twin brother has had a nervous breakdown. And this mustache is real hair. Pretty awesome.
Okay. Not yours, I believe.
No, not mine. Unfortunately, I can't grow something this lovely.
And I am Lizzie the Bald. I am playing the Lady Margaret Harding. And I do not have a mustache. Mustache.
You can try one.
I will not hit you with this fan because it does not belong to me, but I have a heavy water bottle.
That's a much better choice.
More effective.
Hi, I'm Algernon Bolden, and I'm playing for you Captain Gerald Hawkins, who is a military man who's out of his league in the social realm and is intending to become a major, which requires an extravagant amount of money. So he needs to get a dowry and fast.
So, we're going to jump straight into the final phase of a final portion of this phase. So let's hear the results. Whose reputation increased the most? Isaac.
Really?
Well
Doing
done.
all right. And who's decreased? Who's decreased the most? Ooh. You can take a look at those reputation decreases on the sheet over there.
I am down to...
So decreases.
Then we will have the
The crossed
epistolary,
off ones, the ones we've done.
in which letters are read and written, and mostly written, monologue slightly.
Better than your sister.
Oh. Yes.
No,
Sorry.
it's pencil.
He has feelings. Do you have a decision?
No.
AJ does.
Yeah. All right. Mine I'm gonna take is one of your relation feels the ill effects of your fall and reputation. And you know who that's going to be?
Is it Mary?
It has to be Mary.
Poor little man.
Mary! Oh, Mary.
Innocent, naive Mary.
A mummy at 37. You know what? All of you can.
She is a mummy.
Why I'm not a fan at you.
All right.
All right, so a false but flattering rumor spreads about you in town, and it does get added to the rumor sheet.
Okay, so is that one crossed out? No, that one was not crossed out.
You want me to cross it out?
I will get it.
Okay.
So let us do that quickly. What is the false but flattering rumor that is spread about you?
So, because wait, did we confirm that? Oh wait, my father did disown me.
I believe that is a confirmed rumor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, basically that. Oh God, babe, that just ruined it all for me.
Rumors can be contradictory.
Yeah.
There's absolutely
to-
no
Oh.
reason why you can't spread a rumor
Okay.
that counteracts another rumor.
So,
Both remain rumors.
so it's going to counteract that rumor, and it's that I do actually still have a claim to the family name, but because of Agnes running around saying things,
I don't know if you can add that.
well, it'll do.
Agnes gets away
Isaac's
again.
inheritance remains intact.
I like that. He has a claim to the family name. Excellent. So that is added. It is not confirmed, but it is added. And yours, that a member of your family, would that happen perhaps during the epistolary? Do we want a brief montage or vignette, or should it be in the next chapter?
All I can see is a montage, but this people, this Simmy T, did you hear? It goes from house to house.
I will accept that. In fact, I think let's run it this way. We will we'll add it as a rumor. Mary lacks propriety.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mary.
Mary was indecent with a man. And no chaperone. Oh, Mary. All right. Oh, Mary. Why would you do that to her? You're so rude. With that, we go to the epistolary. Who has a burning desire to write a letter? Anyone? Anyone at all? There is no need to. Technically, we could skip it. A lot happened in the last scene.
A lot
A
did
lot
happen.
took to process.
I don't think I'm ready to write a letter yet.
Okay.
Why is everyone looking at me?
No, I was just looking at the side of the table.
You
This
don't
side
know
of the
how to
table.
write
Okay, I got one.
Oh, God.
As Bertrand Crofts.
Oh.
I forgot to
It's like a week later.
so many things, and then the most important one is you can't let her win. She will be insufferable even more than she already is, and we will never be rid of her. So I am coming. I mean, I was invited, so it's no surprise. But I am coming, and I will take you under my wing and show you the ways of Dowager Wing. And then you will know true freedom.
I am going to compose a letter. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no,
are you done?
that's it.
I am going to compose a letter as Josephine Bailey.
Okay.
My dearest Jasper, I have been invited to the ball to be held by the Lockhart family, and I am so quite excited to be there. You have recently returned, and I was told that you had taken great ill. And so I was worried. I was afraid for your life. I think it best that I come early to visit you, to ensure that you are well, as I will be required to do so once our engagement is over. As always, your beloved, Josephine. She puts a little heart over her eye.
Oh. Any
I should
exos?
probably change her voice. She needs to be more like the Valley Girl version of. This is probably more Josephine. She's still quite proper, but everything's a little bit more nasally.
Yeah. Is anyone else writing a letter?
Any other letters?
I think I might write one. I will write one as Edward Dean.
Oh god.
I will write one as Edward Dean to my great friend Gerald Hawkins.
Oh, jeez.
Can I see the rumor sheet again?
I need more wine.
My dear Gerald, it had. Oh, what's happening?
I'm just making a crossed off one so it's easier to see.
I was in town recently after our meeting. Conversing with some of the members of the Baroness's family as we were settling estates. And as I warned you before, they have a tendency to flap their tongues. And I could not help but hear some rumors about you and a certain young lady. Allow me to caution you, my friend. I have heard many things about this particular young lady. And while I understand that her fortunes may be greatly tempting to you, allow me to caution you as your friend. This particular woman comes with far more baggage than you truly want to deal with. Surely you can find yourself a much more accommodating match. That is my recommendation to you as a friend. I hope that you will heed it, but of course you would have always been a man of your own mind. Sincerely yours, Edward D.
All right, I have one. I'm going to write a letter to Bertrand. Yes. Dear Uncle, I received your letters, both of them. You have always been my favorite, if only uncle. Just because you can always put a smile on my face. But side note, I don't know if you're serious or not. I can never tell with you. Just don't. I mean, I can't.
Don't over and over.
Yeah, don't. No, I can't wait to see you, but I'd rather not. I have made another sort of arrangement. And I was actually, and then I'm going to use this My True Family thing. And so you basically going through your old stuff, you end up finding something about your true family. It's not going to be that much. Don't worry about it. I found letters with things scribbled out between my father and Lady Spencer. And I was wondering...
Snooping in the Spencer house?
No, it's through my old stuff. My old belongings. I don't know. It's things that I overlooked. You know, sometimes you pack in a hurry when your dad's all mad at you.
Certificate?
Love letters.
Someday. I would talk to my father about it, but I feel like I already have enough to talk to him about at the party. So, I'd love to talk to you about it. I'll see you there.
Excellent. And we shall resolve, the epistolatory shall end. That concludes the first phase of play, and we shall commence a new one with another novel chapter as we dive right back into the action. It is Sunday morning. In fact, I believe would it be Sunday morning? When would the ball be taking place? What day of the week do you think? Perhaps this ball takes place on a Monday. You're all rich. It's not like any of you have to go to work in the morning anyway.
Exactly.
I do.
You're working the ball, so
Oh,
you're
yeah.
already at work.
Exactly.
So it is the Sunday morning, the day before the ball. And you are, of course, just getting out of church. As you are all well-to-do ladies and gentlepersons, and therefore you would have gone to church unless one of you did not. There is one significant church in the city of Daventry, or the town of Daventry, that you all would have attended to. So we can, in fact, begin with anyone who wishes to strike up a conversation with anyone else who had attended church at the cathedral in Daventry.
Margaret will seize upon the opportunity to walk with Mary Spencer. It is so lovely to see you out and about and to better make your acquaintance.
It's been quite the adventure, the learning curve, being out here.
Indeed. And how long have you been out?
A little over a month now, it would seem.
New to society.
New to this one, yes. I had just finished up school. I was attending a boarding school at the edge of London. My parents live in town, but they thought it was best that I didn't go to live with them right after finishing school.
Peculiar. But I suppose the great influence of your aunt cannot be denied.
And London is a harsh town.
Indeed,
City.
especially for one so newly introduced to society.
I can't help being young.
Indeed, and things will only improve.
It's nice to hear. It's been complicated. There's so much more to take care of when there's men around.
Yes, and she takes Mary's arm so that they can walk closer and speak quieter. Yes, and on that matter, the matter of men and your lacking familiarity with them,
Have I done something wrong?
I speak to you only.
Did Mr. Hawkins speak ill of me?
No.
Oh, I shouldn't have abandoned him.
Oh,
in the
no,
front
no,
drive.
no, Mary, no. He would never say anything to you other than the most of you, rather than the most glowing of praise. In fact, he speaks of you with great fondness as kin. However,
yes.
I come to you as a friend and as a woman somewhat older and more experienced than yourself, though of course we can neither of us measure up to the experience and wisdom of your aunt.
Lady Spencer knows so much. And you're not that old. You're still marriageable.
Yes, of course.
I've heard you've had a number of proposals and turned them down.
Really,
So bold of you. I wish I could be that bold someday.
oh, rumors are quite, they're quite easy to spread and quite voracious once they gain any kind of traction, which is indeed what I wish to speak to you of. We didn't do rumors.
It only happens once per
Oh, okay,
phase.
okay. Which is what I wished to speak to you of. I would only say, caution yourself in your familiarity with the, what's your rank?
Captain.
With the captain. Though, of course, he would never speak ill of you, that might not stop others who do not understand the nature of your relationship and what I'm certain is the purity of it.
Goodness, this is like the girls at school all over again.
I'm afraid the world is full of girls at school.
I'm starting to learn the world is not such a kind place as I had thought, but to see such kindness in you, thank you. I couldn't ask for a better friend. I suppose I don't have any others, but thank you.
You're Most welcome, Mary. I would hate to see you travel the path of... Well, I would hate to see rumors ruin your reputation. They can be quite vicious.
Perhaps I can ask you a question.
Of course, we are friends.
Some advice?
Of course.
I feel I don't know what to do. There are so many young men who are so eligible, and I have been told all my life that I have one duty to my family, which is to be married to a good man, for a good marriage. Should I do that?
Oh, Mary. I fear I am not the person to be asking such a question. In the best of circumstances, you would be able to do as you wish and live as you wish, and whether you would take a husband, it would be for love and your life would be a happy thing, but often that is not the case.
What if you were to love someone that is not good for your family? What would you do then?
I think for me, I'm not sure I would trust it. It is so easy for the heart to take hold of something, and for that something to betray you. I would say only, do not throw yourself into flights of fancy over what it is that your heart says to you, because often hearts can be deceitful. Look to the other party. Look to their feelings. And I would only caution you, words can be spoken in any way, at any time, regardless of what a person feels. Actions speak louder.
You are wise indeed. Thank you. I'm very glad I've met you.
Likewise.
And at that point, she probably has arrived at her carriage then, and we'll get into it, and it will drive away.
Not far behind, on a cane, Gerald is actually trying to catch up to Isaac. Isaac,
Oh, yes.
I have a favor to ask of you.
What is it?
Well, I know that you are a cook now, but back during the war, you were one of the finest medics on the field.
Yes. I'm glad that people still say that.
I would be forever in your debt if you could do me a favor.
Yes.
I fell and had an unorthodox accident.
Ah.
It involved a mallet and a
Sure.
dress.
Sure you aren't confusing a mallet with a bottle.
What is with the bottle?
I'm just messing with you. It's okay.
But I twisted my ankle mighty badly, and I was hoping that you could tend to it.
Okay. Well, now?
No, later. I will come to your estate if it's okay.
Yes, that's fine.
We can catch
But-
up on old times.
But if it's really bad, make sure it's sooner than later.
Perhaps 2 hours.
Oh, very soon. Okay.
The ball's tomorrow, and I must be able to dance.
Yes, that is very important. So, let's get it figured out.
Thank you. You've always been close to me.
You as well.
So I backs away.
One good dance.
I
again.
run away because I can. Because I can run.
Oh!
That damn Croft.
I actually run away like, look at me!
Bastard. He is rather simple, isn't he?
At that point, Agnes definitely would have been there. Agnes will approach Jasper. We'll walk with Jasper. Unless Jasper somehow exits themselves from this situation. But Agnes sort of walks up and, expectantly kind of waits for Jasper to take her arm, as he is supposed to.
I'm kind of staring off into space. I'm going through the dancing lessons I've been doing with my father.
Sir Fairfax. Or Mr. Fairfax. Jasper.
Sir is fine. Yes, how can I help you?
I thought we might take a moment to speak.
Yes. What seems to be on your mind?
I can see my brother has had words with you.
He doesn't stop.
He does not. He also does not care for me.
Well, family is always a demanding subject.
I can only fathom what he has told you about me, and I can presume it is neither flattering nor kind. And I don't ask you to believe otherwise, but I simply wished to talk. If you have no desire to, I understand. I will let you be.
You need not worry. I have an incredible talent for not hearing the things that I don't want to hear, and it's been very useful with your brother.
That is a talent we share. Your friends, an old friend with Theodore Lockhart, correct? Known each other for a long time.
You could say that.
And your sister and him.
I'm not sure what you're asking.
There have been rumors about the ball. That Mr. Lockhart is to find who he is to marry. Seems rather archaic. I would assume his father had some hand in it. As we know, fathers have great sway over our lives.
Well, I don't know what you have heard. I have spoken with him quite often, and I can rest assured, you can rest assured that he's not intending to find anyone in particular to marry. I believe that he already knows who he intends to marry and is simply hoping that they might make an appearance.
So your sister will be coming.
I said nothing about my sister.
Your sister... Well, I'm sure... I suppose if she does not come. You are his friend, and it would seem that you may have sway over him, be able to speak with him in a more frank manner than others.
Are you really so lacking in confidence for your manners that you must resort to such a conversation as this?
No. In fact, I suppose that answers my question. I had simply wanted to ask if you wouldn't stand in the way.
In the way of what?
Mr. Lockhart is by far one of the most eligible, shall we say, individuals in this county. I would not wish to tear a friendship from you, but I will, if I have to.
I think you will find that he does not take kindly to such statements from the people who would pretend to care about his interests.
I am going to spend one of Agnes's resolve tokens. She's going to lean in and whisper. I will spend this on Jasper. And Charity, I am certain he would not take kindly to your lies.
Oh, snap!
And with that, she snaps her fan and walks away.
I'm sorry. sorry, but Agnes is definitely my favorite. Ooh, here. I'm tearing you off. Damn.
Worse.
You're losing your jabot. Ooh.
I'm not dancing with her.
Not wasting these good moves.
Oh. So
Sorry, does anyone else have something they would like
so
to do?
warm in
that-
here. It's so warm in here.
Do we want to end that chapter now?
We could go
Agnes
for
is
3.
just on sass attack today.
That was beautiful.
I must spread so many rumors.
Don't. Like,
She's living in the same house as you.
Yeah? Well, that explains why I know about her.
Anyone else have anything to add to this scene? You all seem like you're done. All right, we'll wrap that one up
That was a
real fast.
beautiful mic drop.
Yeah.
That mic drop, and we will move on to the rumors and scandals phase for this round. And with that, can we set up another poll for reputation? I think Margaret, Gerald, Isaac, and Jasper are on this one. And we will
I'm gonna
commence
set up my own
rumors
poll
and
for
scandals.
Agnes's
Agnes
reputation
is
right
gonna
now.
run the table. For real.
All right.
That was
Love our
beautiful.
refugees, guys. Who? I guess I start. I start us off with a rumor or a scandal. I will start us off with a rumor. With a rumor that I'm gonna start one off about my own character. Lady Charlotte is ill. But she will not show it in public. She has a horrible illness that she will not talk about.
No.
She's very ill, possibly dying.
Lady Charlotte.
Old
Old
age.
age.
Tolerate none of this from the Burb Gallery.
Let's go this direction.
I can confirm that Jasper is an impeccable dancer.
Nice.
Jasper
Oh, yeah.
is an impeccable dancer. Lizzie, would you like to create or confirm?
I am going to create a rumor that Jasper is planning to end his engagement.
Ooh.
All right. Arya.
Agnes threw herself at Jasper,
Ooh.
hoping that if it stayed in the family, it'd stay a secret.
Really don't like Agnes.
Mm-mm. We could have been friends.
Could have been us.
But you playing.
All right, for mine, so for the whole conversation happening between Margaret and Charity, the guy who was running the carriage, he heard it all go down, and so he hears exactly what happened, and he's a little bit of a loudmouth, and so he went to someone and told them basically what he was supposed to tell them was that, oh my god, Jasper is actually Charity, but it came out a little bit more like and it sounded like, oh my god, Charity's dead.
Oh! I definitely thought that was gonna go a different direction.
Nope.
Yeah. Good rumor.
He needs to speak up.
And you get to confirm or say one.
Ooh. Do. Agnes is desperate and lying about her age. Guess who's gonna tell everyone?
Yeah, Isaac.
Can I confirm the one I made?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Agnes threw herself at Jasper.
Yeah, it's
Owners-
confirmed because I go to confession and ask them to cleanse me of my sin of what I saw.
Which was that you were part of it.
I am going to confirm the rumor that Agnes is secretly the heiress to the Croft fortune.
I did not intend for her to take on this role, but when you give me someone who's literally the worst, I'm gonna make them amazing.
Agnes Defense Fund.
I'm going to do rumor for Theodore Lockhart, where he's going to gauge his next bride-to-be based on their ability to dance.
His next.
Oh,
His bride. So Theodore is picking his bride based on their dancing skills.
What a cad you are.
these are rumors.
What a complete cad. Poor Mary.
All right. So, what is our results for our reputation from the previous scene? Whose Anna? Hi.
Sorry.
It's okay. Whose reputation increased the most?
Margaret.
Margaret,
nice.
select the reputation event, and who's decreased the most?
Thank you.
Jasper.
Oh, Jasper.
With
Up.
69%.
Hey!
Nice.
Get it. Get it.
Fine, I'm okay with that. Acceptable. That's still 69 acceptable. Like, that's below a D. You're redefining acceptable.
I think that is a D. It's like a high D. It's like a D plus.
Is it?
Can I
Yeah.
look at the
There's no
rumor
sex
sheet?
joke in that at all. Let's just keep
Yeah.
going with it.
Look at the rumor sheet.
Oh, yes.
You get the D. I don't know.
Scrub just a touch.
Hmm. Just
Yeah. I heard it too. I heard all about it. Everyone's talking about it. It's the talk of the town right now. I can't believe it. Personally. It's crazy. I think it might be possible. She's definitely
All right, I got
Not Jasper.
what
Okay.
I'm gonna do. A false and detrimental rumor spreads about you in town, and it is that Charity actually fell ill herself recently and has just returned home, but is incredibly ill and bedridden.
that's basically dead.
Okay. I'll allow it as being detrimental to you.
She's sickly. She can't go to the party. I don't know.
Definitely can't go to the party. She's ill.
She's got both of her ankles.
I think we will go with your past indiscretions are overlooked.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is there one in particular? Because that one is not specific to the rumor sheet, so we can do that as a vignette or in the epistolary or in this chapter.
I would say that the indiscretion. Let's see. The indiscretion of her original broken engagement is being overlooked by the family who is inviting her to the ball. Which hopefully will curb some of the whispers around the actual event.
Okay. So perhaps this should be a.
There is rumor that he was in fact a man of ill repute. Rumors that are now surfacing that he has gone forward to
Perhaps Theodore Lockhart extends a personal invitation to Margaret in the epistolary to assure you that their family does not think there was any ill on her part, having met her recently.
Sounds good.
In the epistolary. Excellent.
Let's see.
To the letters!
Mine?
Yeah.
Who would like to compose a letter?
What is mine? Harding.
We know there will be one.
I'm gonna send 4 letters to my dad.
One out to the other.
First one just says we. Second one just says need. Third one says to. Fourth one says talk.
It's a very, very slow letter system.
No, but he gets them like all in the same envelope.
It's just 4 sheets of paper. It says, dearest
Words.
father, we need to talk.
New rumor around town, Isaac doesn't care about trees. This paper's me.
Yeah, I followed. I got that. Any other letters?
Yes. So no, you go first.
All right. So this is from Theodore to Miss Margaret Harding. And to this esteemed Miss Harding, I'd write to you, though you may not remember us as childhood friends, but we have a mutual acquaintance both in Jasper and Charity Fairfax. They are honorable and noble people, and I know to the deepest of my bones that any friends of theirs are truly good people. I would like to extend to you a personal invitation to my party so that we can end any of these any of these vicious rumors that are plaguing this town, because I understand gossip brings entertainment, it brings a moment's lapse in the vigors of our lives, but sometimes people don't realize that it causes hurt and pain and suffering into others. I would like to hear a cycle end. Please accept my gracious extension of my to my family's estate and to honor me with a dance.
Ooh. Of course she would write back and accept and thank him very much. However, she will also write a second letter. Would you like to write yours first?
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Margaret is going to write a letter addressed. Do I have to throw something at you, Andy?
No,
Are you all right?
We're just reading all the
That's
different
going nuts. I'll just have to
orders.
rearrange all these.
It's just Isaac's father getting you talk me too. Like,
To talk, we need.
Didn't you number the pages? So she writes a letter addressed to Jasper Fairfax.
All right.
And it reads, My dear Fairfax, I have been thinking long on our conversation in the carriage. I am a proud woman, as you know, and have always been. However, I think perhaps, at times, my pride has led me astray. I wish for us to be able to speak more honestly and perhaps in greater depth in the near future. I'm sure you will understand my meaning. Yours sincerely, no, your friend, Margaret.
Gotta have the friend in there. Yes. All right. I'm gonna first write a letter as Bertrand Croft.
Please do.
But this time to Agnes. And just
Did I
say,
write on my letter enough?
to
Enough letters I
Agnes.
get
To
it?
Agnes.
yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
to Agnes, not
to
to
Agnes.
Okay.
you. I don't know what you are doing, but I feel it. I feel your malice. Don't, as your brother has said to me, don't get a life away from him. It was bound to happen at some point. All right, yes. back on.
It's okay, he's a weird uncle. He does have half of a mustache.
I also see him have like a crazy eye.
Yes.
Just wanders around.
Stay away. Do not torment anyone with your terribleness. You're the worst.
Who listens to these addled
She's gonna destroy them.
relations?
I have more letters to write if that's cool.
Yeah.
But I can wait and put my mustache back on first.
I just imagine like Bertrand sends like howlers from Harry Potter. They have that actual voice.
Does anyone else have a letter they would like to write in this immediate moment?
All right. No, I can do it. All right. Hopefully this works. Next, I'm gonna write a letter as Jasper to Theodore. My oldest friend. I'm sorry to have to disturb you as you are finalizing the preparations for the upcoming event, but there is a matter of extreme urgence. You may have heard the rumors surrounding my distant cousin Agnes, and I must confess that they all seem to be true. Now,
You're vicious.
now I would never normally tarnish a woman's reputation. In fact, the idea is abhorrent to me. However, I feel
Make an exception for this one.
that she seeks to tarnish the reputation not only of my dear sister Charity by spreading vicious rumors about her, but also seeks to damage our relationship. And she has made the most ingracious comments towards me and my family, and in fact made threats against our futures, and said that she will act against us if we do not give her what she wants. My father is yet to decide what it is that shall happen in this matter, but I would beg of you to, at the very least, avoid her at your coming party, lest she spoil the entire evening for everyone forever.
For everyone, forever.
Yes. Yes.
It's an eternal spoiling.
There will actually be a return correspondence. Actually, almost like alarmingly fast back. Which goes, Jasper, you are one of my nearest and dearest friends. We have known each other since we were young. I thought you have overcome the need for idle gossip like many of the others in this town. Sadly, I see that perhaps the tendrils of society have gotten to you, as is inevitable for those of her stature. Though I barely know Agnes, I can see the good in her like I can see good in many people. And at this ball, I proved that she is a right and proper young woman. Please, I beg of you, see the best of people and let them prove to you what honor they can have. For your honor and mine, I will pretend that you did not write the last letter. Your friend, Theodore.
Does it just make you love him more?
I mean, come on, I said she threatened me to my face. What is this?
I am going to compose a letter as Mary to her parents. Mama and Papa, it has been a month since I have come to the Daventry, to the Spencer estate, and I am so thrilled to be here. Thank you for sending me, for encouraging me to take this leap into my burgeoning womanhood, to find myself in a world that you have warned me and told me can be cruel and mean. I have encountered such kindness here, such good people, such honest people, and I am so grateful for that. I am writing to let you know that I am doing well, and that your sister sends her regards, the Lady Spencer. She is unchanged, as we have known her since I was young. She is still, perhaps one may say, in mourning. I have also writing to tell you that I am certain I have found my good fortune here, and that there are those that I would wish nothing more than to spend the rest of my life with, and I will keep you appraised as to how that goes, and perhaps and then she scribbles that out. Your ever doting daughter, Mary.
Oh, child.
I have another letter to
Mm-hmm.
write.
We're so into it now.
I love writing letters. Okay, this first one's gonna be written as under the name Jasper, but to Margaret. Thank you so kindly for your last letter, and I am ecstatic at the opportunity to become able to explore our conversation more deeply. Please come as soon as you can. There is a problem. I need your help. Your best friend, Jasper.
Well then.
And then the next one's gonna be from Charity to Theodore.
Oh.
My dearest friend. Scratch out friend and just write dearest. I had heard news of your gala and I had hoped I could come. I had been trying to persuade my father to let me return as soon as I could, as I find it dreadful to be around all of these people that I don't understand their language and just want to return home where I can breathe easy. However, it seems I have taken ill and will not be able to come and have to rest, though please think of me as you have such a lovely evening. Wishing I could be there to dance with you, Charity.
Or this is a modern tale. My next one would be frowny face emoji.
Are there any final letters to you written? You just get a respond back. Write bloody correctly. Not quite. It's like it's just one word. Disappointed.
No, mediocre.
Mediocre.
All right, that brings us to we've done Rivers and Scandals, we've done novel, we've done epistolary. The next novel chapter. This will be the evening, Sunday evening, the day before the dance is to take place on the Monday. In case you're wondering, that will happen next episode. We will be in the, I assume. There is a ballroom at the Fairfax estate, or at least a large room that is somewhat empty. And there is Cornelius Fairfax, the father of Jasper. And there is Jasper, and there is Isaac. And there is a lot of counting and tapping as Cornelius is instructing Jasper on how to dance properly for the ball that is to take place the next night, where he is going to need to dance. You're going to need to dance with many women tomorrow night, Jasper. And you are an impeccable dancer.
Yes, indeed.
Now, again, Isaac, I'm sorry to put you through this again. The lady's position, and...
Okay, wait.
Yes.
I'm actually really good.
Oh, yeah. Isaac is...
Like, I'm decent enough.
Yeah, you're going to
Yeah.
spend a resolve token. Isaac is a very good lead and can succinctly dance a woman's part.
Yes. Yeah, but I'm
And
not
also
as
is
good as
awkwardly
Jasper.
taller than Jasper. Not as good as Jasper,
Yeah.
but better than Charity. Again! 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. This is so hard to handle, Jasper.
No. This is lovely. Perhaps the difference in height is causing me some trouble.
And you expect the women to accommodate this for you? What was
Throw it out.
Do it.
Perhaps you suggest Agnes help, since she's of better height than Isaac is.
Bertrand
never mind.
Bertrand will accept this token.
No, we need not trouble anyone.
Perhaps I should bring Agnes here to help you, Cornelius.
I love these tokens.
She is of a more appropriate height. Isaac as pleasing to the eye as I'm sure you are to someone. You may be distracting my son.
Son.
You need to dance impeccably tomorrow night.
Of course. Of course.
Now again. Jasper, Isaac. 1, 2, 1, 1. The sound of their feet sort of claps across the floor and is briefly interrupted by the sound of feet. You don't recognize them. They're not Agnes's.
Okay, good.
Jasper, you look as if you're tripping over your own feet. And as you are whirled around, or attempted to whirl around Isaac, I am going to spend the impeccable dancer resolve token to have you stumble and fall.
What? Okay.
Snap.
I'm just gonna say, look up, get up
Do you
and...
accept this resolve token?
Yes.
Okay.
Why
You're
not?
like, no.
I need to have all of these left for the party. So, I gotta get my love, protect my family. Okay.
These two things are in no way mutually exclusive.
Yeah. Hopefully.
You seem to have tripped over your own feet, Jasper. That is so unlike you.
Indeed, it seems ever since I had that bout of influenza, some of my former grace has left me. Do you think you could help?
I would hate to interrupt. The two of you look as if you're having so much fun.
Yes, and actually that was my fault. I'm sorry.
Wait,
That
is
was-
this No, it's not Agnes.
This
is
Josephine.
right? Yeah.
Josephine Bailey stands in the doorway of the ballroom at the Fairfax estate. She has sort of fairly luscious curls. They're sort of a dark brown brunette color. She has a very light amount of like blush on, very tasteful. She's in a sort of afternoon dress. She clearly looks as if she has arrived shortly. Oh, quite recently. Still some dust about her feet as she has walked from the front of the house.
So lovely to see you. It has been too long.
Well, I'm here to stay early. A few days, but the day before the ball tomorrow night.
Yes, it's quite lovely. I was so worried that I was going to be having to entertain so many people tomorrow night at the ball and be without you.
Of course I was going to be here. Why would I not come? Did you not get my letter?
No, I don't think I did.
Oh, goodness, the post these days. It's quite something to be frowned upon. I sent you a letter to tell you I was arriving early. I felt it only proper to spend some time with you since you've only recently gotten back from the war.
Indeed. Well, it is lovely for you to be here. I am overjoyed. It is truly a wonderful surprise, and in fact, perhaps even lovelier for not having known ahead of time. Now, would you be so kind as to help me make sure I don't make a fool of both of us tomorrow night at the dance?
This flu must have hit you quite hard, but of course, you wouldn't be dancing with many other ladies, would you?
No, of course not.
Then it's best we practice so we can be quite the picture upon the dance room floor. And with that, she puts herself at the ready.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna give it a try. Yeah.
How does it go?
I'm gonna just say pretty good. Pretty
bet.
good.
You want it to go well?
Yeah. I'd have to send a token.
Yeah, let's
All
do
right.
that.
Can I say it goes well enough that she gives me the romance eyes?
Yes,
All right.
definitely. Josephine will accept this token. As you go, and she's she laughs softly. You feel like there is a familiarness. Like she is certainly not being as demure as perhaps she might be if this was someone she was not engaged to. And so she, sort of hugs and like sighs. It's so good to dance with you again, Jasper. It's been far too long.
Indeed, indeed. I do think that your presence shall restore some of my lost confidence.
And she sort of sighs as the dancing finishes. Oh, sorry, I was lost for a moment in nothing but the dance. Sir, hello, sorry. We haven't been introduced.
Yes, no, we haven't. I'm Isaac Croft.
Of the Croft family.
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yes, you as well.
I think I know your sister Agnes.
And my face just starts to go pale as just with anyone that says that. Oh,
We got along quite well in school.
really?
Yes, she got along with most people.
She did used to be different. Okay, I'm gonna throw in one of these about Agnes. Something happened to her after school. Okay, so she was super pleasant back then, but something happened, which is going to remain a mystery, that made her horrible.
Okay, I think Agnes gets that resolve token.
Mhm.
Okay, I accept it on her behalf. Something happened to her. She has a brother.
Yes. I'm like, yes, that was before the accident.
What? You here for the ball as well?
Yes, actually, I'm going to be presenting the food. Not cooking, presenting the food. Let's call it presenting the food.
Like cooking the food?
It's very simple.
Or just carrying it on a tray?
It's
Are
much
you going
more
to
similar
make it
to
a
the first one.
performance?
The food performance. I guess you could call it that. I mean, it's a performance that no one sees, they also just taste.
Jasper, you have always had quite the fascinating group of friends. Isaac here is no exception.
He is, in fact, a distant cousin. He has trained as a doctor and was helping me when I was ill with influenza, and has since decided to stay with us and see if he can discover the secrets of nutrition. It is a new science that seeks to see if one might change their condition through what one ingests, similar to how the sailors have found the cure to scurvy to be citrus.
Yes,
Exactly.
that sounds so clever. I can see why you're friends with Jasper. He's one of the smartest and kindest people I know.
Oh, you flatter me.
As I should. You are my husband-to-be, after all. Well, I just got here and I best retire to my room. I wouldn't want to keep you any more from your wonderful dancing lessons. Isaac, Jasper, and she pecks you on the cheek and then walks out.
Even since before the ball, people do just happen to go in and out of you all the time.
Yes, it's weird.
Strange house.
All right. That was better, Jasper. I expect you to be attentive to Miss Bailey during the ball. Don't let your mind wander from your betrothed.
I wouldn't dream of it. Totally is dreaming.
I want Agnes to hear do not get in trouble for just be in the corner just watching.
You hear the sound of Agnes meeting with Josephine and them sort of laughing and conversing just outside the ballroom door. And imagine that perhaps they have, in fact, heard something. Or maybe Agnes has. You don't know.
She's so sneaky.
Agnes accepts your token. Gladly.
Anybody else want to come visit?
I think that can wrap up the scene. Meaning that it's only a choice between two, which is whose reputation between Isaac's and Jasper's went up or down the most. And then we will go to a quick we'll do the epistolary while those results come in and we can get the results of our reputation between Isaac and Jasper. Letters. Any letters anyone cares to write?
No.
Theodore will actually write one to Charity.
Excellent.
My dearest, cross out, dearest Charity, I am saddened to hear that you are ill at ease. My family has retained a doctor of high skill, and even though I know you have your cousin Isaac there, I feel remiss of me not to at least offer to have him come check on you. It would be sad to not see you in person after we're this close, when there's only been literally countries apart weeks ago. If you do find yourself better within the next number of days, ball or no, please do not hesitate to come to my estate to visit me, with your brother, of course. I miss, cross out. In fact, the entire one is thrown away and it's written in verbatim saying, I look forward to future correspondence and wish you a speedy recovery. Theodore.
Can I see the rumor sheet? Margaret will write a letter to Theodore Lockhart. My dear Mr. Lockhart, thank you so much for your kind letter recently. It was a gladdening to my heart, and I am very much grateful for your valuing of my honor. It is, how am I going to say this? I can think of nothing to give in return for this kindness, except for, I hope, a kindness in turn. It is my understanding from the talk about town, which I am certain you understand the peculiarities of, and I certainly do not take to be the gospel, but nevertheless I believed that you should know. That I have heard tell that there are the purposes of the ball that is being held are to secure your future happiness. If this is at all true, and as I said, I will assume that it is nothing more than smoke and rumor. But if it is true, may I offer a friendly caution? You seem to me to be a most earnest and warm-hearted sort, and I would very much hate to see you give that earnestness and warmth away to someone unworthy under the weight of familiar pressures. I look forward to attending the ball at your estate. Sincerely, Lady Harding.
I'm gonna write a letter to Gerald. Gerald, I was thinking, at the ball there is something we should probably talk about. Some things have come up, and yes, there are things that we need to talk about other than the war, catching up on old times. Don't know how to put it in here, and I probably shouldn't. So...
Someone reads all the letters.
Coldrake just said that these letters are like we're dancing around landmines, and I could not more agree.
Yeah.
Yes, there are some things that I feel like I need to put to rest. So hopefully we'll talk soon. Also, where were you for me to fix your ankle?
I assume that happened.
Okay.
You have a brace now for the ankle. Gerald gets a brace. It isn't a letter, but someone definitely delivers several flowers with cards addressed to the Fairfax estate saying that they are sorry for the loss of their daughter.
Yeah.
We are sorry for your loss and everything such as that.
Can I forge a letter?
Ooh.
As who to who?
As Agnes.
Damn! You're
need
gonna
to-
ruin yourself. All of these.
Keep in mind, she started coming back at you.
all of
You sure
the,
you?
all of the scandal.
Yeah, it's not gonna have much.
Certainly not for free.
Okay, all right. Never mind. All right.
You definitely can't forge a letter without spending a resolve token.
Yeah. I mean, it's just gonna be a illicit drawing. Signed AC. But I'm not gonna do that.
If you would like to, you are welcome to. You just need to spend a resolve token.
I don't
to do
want it to backfire. I'm nervous.
Double
Everything
down.
backfires. It's Austen.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna break out my girliest handwriting and
Agnes
draw
takes the token.
a lewd drawing. Just write AC. I've looked at her handwriting, so I know what it looks like. But just in sort of things that have been left about the house and mail going out and everything. Nothing suspicious. And just send it to the Lockharts.
How many
no.
tokens does Josephine have? Or not Josephine. How many tokens does Agnes
It's
have?
for
at
me
this
to
point?
know, and you guys have to find out.
Wow. But she's been like getting them.
Pile
This
it
is
on.
gonna be bad.
Pile it on.
Listen.
Guess who's gonna be the belle of the ball?
I also want to point out I get 2 new resolve tokens at the start of every scene.
Yep.
And I control Agnes.
I still have 6.
Bad decisions are the best decisions.
Why am I'm worried that Agnes has so many tokens that the ball starts and then she just is like, I win the ball.
You
That's it.
should be worried.
That's not how collaboration works, but I have plots and plans, as always. Any final letters? Any final words?
There's one more. Gerald Hawkins is going to send a letter to Margaret. And it says, Miss Harding, at your convenience, I wish to speak with you in a public location. Would tomorrow before the ball work for you? Is of rather great importance.
Gracious.
The captain.
Gracious. She will send a note back simply accepting and setting a public and what is the word I'm looking for? Scandalous location.
Perhaps the
In the
Spencer
town of
estate.
Daventry.
Perhaps we could
could meet
simply
in town.
yes, we could simply be wandering in town at the same time and happen upon each other. Nothing scandalous about that at all.
There are shops and refreshments.
Exactly.
Yes, it's quite normal for a lady to take a turn about the town. And with that, we shall conclude. Did we get our results from our poll? We can quickly wrap that up, and then we will conclude our story for the evening.
Jasper increased.
Yes.
Well, that,
Hold
that
on to
by
that.
definition means
And Jasper increased. No, I'm kidding. Isaac decreased.
Woo!
Hold on to it while it lasts.
It falls fast.
this reputation. I don't know. Charlotte's has just sort of stayed, but
Oh no.
Can I see the rumors?
No.
Why? What?
All the ones that are left, I don't like. At all.
that's kind of the point. It's not a good thing.
No, they're big game changing. Like a rhino, big game.
Like,
Are we doing rumors of scandal?
No.
No.
No. There's only one round of rumors and scandals.
all right.
Do you have your decision?
I need a moment.
Okay. A potential suitor is warned against you. That's mine. That one's tame.
Compared to the other ones that you've got left.
Yeah.
There's like 2 left.
Yeah, we'll figure it out because we might need to refresh the list after this week.
I'm scared.
Okay, potential suitor is warned against you.
I don't
Excellent. I will compose a letter. Margaret, you get a letter. This letter is from your cousin Cecil. Dearest Margaret, I know that we do not always get along, and in fact, you may be taken by surprise by this letter in which I am going to write to you, because it is within my interest to see. Well, I suppose you will. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I suppose you will not be surprised to see this letter that I'm writing you, as it is, of course, within my interest for you to eschew your father's wishes. But I hope you understand that this is coming to you with the deepest sincerity and care for your name and our family's name, your family's name. I have heard you have had some conversations with Mr. Isaac Croft, and I am certain you are aware of the information that has been passed about town, about his family and his current standing. I have also spoken and heard from your father that he may consider a marriage to someone such as Mr. Croft an unacceptable marriage, and that would get you no further out of your predicament. And as much as I would enjoy that, in as much as that would benefit me, I would hate to see you do something so careless without all of the necessary information. Your cousin, Cecil.
It's messed up.
Good night, Night.
It's messed up.
So, this one here says your word is believed over the gossip, but it says cross off an unconfirmed rumor.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be one that's already on this sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just going to say your past misdeeds are forgotten or dismissed as trivial.
I already.
I think that one's already used.
No, it hasn't
No?
been. Yeah. I used the one above it.
Okay. Okay. Well, how would you like that to take place? Do we want a vignette?
Sorry, are you some music you can
Oh, yeah.
Because the club next door is getting
It's getting louder. Yes. Your past misdeeds are forgotten or dismissed as trivial. This can happen immediately. We can have a letter.
The letter sounds great.
Excellent. What misdeeds are you hoping to be forgiven?
Whatever I did that upset Margaret so much.
Did I get a token for it?
No, I mean, I feel
just
like
asking.
It's from the reputation
Okay,
increase,
no,
but
then,
if you're
yeah.
asking a main character to do something, then yes.
So I would have to give a token. Okay, I want to save these tokens. So can it be from a side character?
You can spend the token. You have like 6 of them. You will not use all of them in one
Okay,
scene.
fine, I'll spend one.
I will accept your token.
And perhaps that can be saved for the next scene, for the next chapter. Excellent. We shall conclude our events there. We shall read through the donations that came through. Thank you, everybody in chat, for all of that. I keep losing the mouse. I don't know where it is. There it is. No? Yes, maybe. There it is. And we shall go to this, and we shall go here, and we shall go here. And we shall go to this, and we shall refresh.
Club in Regency.
I know. Regency clubbing. And
Welcome to Club Regency.
where are we? What was the time? Okay, there we go. Manor shading. All right. Our first donation that came through is from Pup Games, $10. It's always wonderful to see girls like me on Twitch playing tabletop games. I've only just met you, but I love you, Lizzie.
Ah,
She's very good at throwing the shade. Very good. Next is from Trooper SJP with $20. Dear Jasper, I keep hearing everyone say that you are secretly Charity, or Chastity, in disguise. But you can't be the case. Charity is in Belgium, or France. Sure, I saw your mustache fall off during the soup course, but that doesn't mean anything. Next is from Levi762 with $25. Spirits come for Jasperty, and do be quick about it. Troopers SJP with $10. Ooh. Dear Agnes, there are those saying you are the worst. It isn't true. I know that you are misunderstood. You are a proper lady. I wish you the Croft estate, the match of your dreams, and all the success in life. The Agnes Appreciation Society. Thank you. Thank you, Trooper. And lastly, Fractali with $25. I know GeekSpace already has plenty of show ideas and projects, but I would love to see the system become a regular show, or at least in the rotation for mid-series seasons options. With that, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tips hat. It's good. It's good. Thank you.
You have to only hash.
It's good.
It's good. Thank you, everybody, for all of your very kind donations that have come through. It's a good hat. It's good.
It bounces.
Yeah.
Good
Bertrand's hat just does that like when he's talking.
Just sort of everything about him kind of wobbles a little bit.
I was on my way over here. Turns out my hat's alive.
All right, well then we are going to sign off and let you know when you can see us next. Thank you for all of the donations, all of the support. Thank you for watching here. We did hit goal. Thank you so much. And we will be back with episode 3 of 4 next week. 3/4 of the way through. And in the meantime, we'll do that. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at @space_cat189. That's the one.
You can find me on Twitter at Genki Soda, where you can find all kinds of lovely diatribes on everything, plus memes and weirdness. Yeah.
And you can find me at Lizzie the Bold on the Twitches and the Twitters. Usually you can also find me on Wednesdays right here on GeekSpaceTV playing Ziana on the show Leviathan Distant Stars, where I have a red wig. But I will not be there this week. But you should still tune in because all the other people there are amazing.
You can find me at Algernon Bolden, where I will probably be talking either about gaming stuff or political stuff or just being weird.
All of those are good things. And I am Random Tuesday. You can find me on the Twitch and Twitter as Random Tuesday. I will be streaming, today's Friday, again on Sunday. I'm used to the next day being my morning stream. It's not. I will be streaming on Sunday. You can find me on my own channel. I'm working on an Admiral Holdo cosplay. You can find me on GMing another show called Avalon High School, in which I am playing a port of Monster Hearts with Arthurian Legends, and this music got a lot louder. You can find me on back here on Wednesday night running Leviathan Distant Stars over on this channel, GeekSpaceTV, which is a Stars Without Number space game. It's gonna be good. We have a special guest joining us with our other special guest. Did he? Did he already?
Join our Discord.
Check out our Discord and find out who's joining our special guest on Wednesday night. It's gonna be great. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. We will see you again next time.
And check out the Kickstarter.
And go look at the Kickstarter for Good Society. It's really good.